Hello, today we're going to be talking about Skylanders. A lot of these are on clearance at Toys R Us for 50 cents each. So we're going to take some of these and see if we can use them for D&D miniatures or terrain. I drove down to my local Toys R Us and I saw an entire wall of these Skylanders for 50 cents a pop. I believe some of the newer ones were not on clearance, but I ended up picking up 2 of the Sea Racing sets and 1 of the Nightfall sets. So let's take a look at these and see if they're going to be useful. As you can see, oversized, cartoonish, but we might be able to make something out of these. So let's take a look at this fish submersible thing. This would actually kind of look interesting as maybe an automaton, some sort of gnomish apparatus that the players could take advantage of or be an enemy. I coated it with some silver paint in some black wash, and dirtying it up a little bit seemed to make it fit in more with D&D. Though if you compare the two, there's not really any need to do what I did. It looks fine with the original paint job. So I think I'm going to try to use this somewhere in my campaign. Next up is this interesting looking trophy. It's very cool looking, and I think it has a couple uses. Number one, when you're doing puzzles, you always want to see cool little things on the terrain to represent switches and whatnot. So for the one on the left, I coated it with that same dark tone army painter, and I think it dirtied it up nice. Makes it look like it would be a part of runes. And a medium-sized creature can actually fit right on top of it. And so I thought, hey, this would be kind of cool if this would be kind of like an archer stand. So you could have this as a bit of terrain that an archer would use in a set of runes to get partial cover while they're firing down upon the PCs, or maybe the PCs are going to use it. Next off is this guy, obviously the miniature itself, too cartoony, too large to really use. However, I managed to break him off his base. And I had an idea that if I could just kind of cut away some extraneous parts here, the translucent bit might look pretty cool as a base. And it does. I am going to try to come up with an idea what to use this of, but it's kind of like this cool watery base. Maybe the creature on here has some sort of special water effect or whatnot. So I did that for both of them, and I think it looks kind of cool. But this next one here, when I tried to do the same for the Nightfall, man, it was difficult getting this thing off its base. I had to break out the old buck knife. But this looks really cool. It's like it's some sort of spell effect, maybe. I glued a base on there, and you could put a medium creature in there. So obviously 2 things, maybe the black tentacle spell or something like that. It looks pretty interesting. And you could even trim it down a little bit more and make it even look more gooey. I was kind of looking at it and I was thinking, oh, if I could maybe green stuff some teeth into this little hole that's left over, this would make a great little monster ooze thing. So there you have those 4. Very interesting stuff. $1.50 for all the miniatures that you saw in this video. Not a bad price at all. I was super happy to figure out some use for these. So let me know if any of you have found some use from all the Skylanders / Infinity, all these video game toys that are going to start rapidly going down in price. As always, have a great day, and thank you for watching the video.
I'm the king of the world!